WTF Wednesday.
Yo, bro, I'm not going to lie to you. For our viewing audience, for our listening audience, this was one of the things. You had talked to me in private about a show that JB, our third partner, PIC, partner in crime, has gotten you wrapped up in.
And Shannon.
And
I got to be honest.
Our fourth PIC.
JB did a terrible job explaining it to me, because when JB explained it to me, I had no desire to watch it.
So it's Wednesday right now, and I want to let you know we had initially a beautiful what the fuck Wednesday outline topic, but man, it was just not good enough as your synopsis.
Then I just started telling you about this show.
You started telling me about this show that you've experienced on Netflix, Hulu, wherever it was.
It's a Hulu original.
It doesn't matter where it is, because this sounds so... I was like, I'm not into your science fiction stuff. I don't care for it. I'd rather watch a Ken Burns documentary on...
This one's not even science fiction.
It doesn't matter.
It's a fucking Margaret Atwood novel. Is that her name? Margaret Atwood? Yeah, Margaret
Hell if
Atwood.
I know.
Well, and she does a lot of like weird stuff, and it seems like a lot of her themes have to do with like the dangers of power.
Okay.
And that's a huge thing for me, in case you haven't realized, because I am a conspiracy theorist.
You're a conspiracy theorist.
So JB tried to get me to watch this show, and he's telling me about it, and I just wasn't that interested. Then Shannon... I got to give her some credit. JB, there's no offense to you, but Shannon just did a way better job of getting me like to want to watch it. Because what she told me about, I was like, fuck, I got to watch this show.
Well, she is your sister. I guess
I know.
There's some genetic lineage there.
Yeah, so anyways, the show's called Handmaid's Tale. It's super popular, so I'm sure a lot of you already watch it, but fuck, that show's fucked up.
When you were describing it to me, now once again, I'm just a layman's individual. I don't care for any kind of scientific stuff like that. I don't really give a shit.
You know what scares me about this one, though, is the very premise of it. Maybe science fiction by definition, but it could be so fucking real. It frightens me, like to no end. Oh, I should have closed that door. Sorry. We got a little weed whacking going on here in the background. We're recording at Steve's house, and the problem with... Actually, you know what? There's weed whackers at my house, too. It just happens. People whack weeds. You know what? You got to whack something.
There are
Go whack a weed.
garbage trucks at your house. There's a lot of stuff
Garbage
at your house.
trucks, dogs, fucking wild animals, mountain lions just roaming about, fucking wolves, coyotes.
But here's what it was. And I swear to God, this is like the truest thing in the world. You were describing to me this concept of this thing where if you were of an elite class and there's no more people are having a hard time getting pregnant.
Let's go back to the start of okay, you know what?
I'm almost afraid to for our listeners.
No. Go back. Say what you're going to say, and then I'll go back to the
So here's what it is. You were explaining to me how if you're in an elite class, this society is having a hard time with the future generations of people. But if you're a part of an elite class, you get to have a handmaid. But once a year, you get to either sexually assault your handmaid or have prima nocta with like your handmaid or something of that nature
once
and kind.
Once a month. Every time she's fertile, you get to... I mean, I guess you
in an attempt to repopulate the society?
Yeah, but the problem is, so allegedly the baby would biologically belong to, it'd be the handmaid and the husband or whatever.
Okay.
But I mean, it's full on rape. Like, she's basically a slave.
But this is entertainment. This is like what someone greenlit this show is basically what I'm saying. And then what is the premise of that? How far are you along in the show? What is like the whole, do they repopulate society? Is there like a disease spreading out there?
This is only, it seems like it's really only happening in America.
Oh, okay.
But so basically what happened. So this is what frightens me. So it goes back. I think that the fertility thing was already happening. It's a little hazy, and there's some spoilers here. So if you're trying to watch a show, stop listening. If you don't,
I don't think anyone wants to watch a show.
Basically, there was a group who basically destroys the government. Okay. Blames it on terrorists so that the people are okay with martial law, which essentially, if you don't know what martial law is, it basically means that everybody's like cool to just give up all their fucking freedoms and everything so that the military can run the country for a short time so that we're all safe. My problem is, fuck that. Don't ever let that happen. Because basically what's happened is this they've kind of repopulated most of America in this they call it Gilead. There's still a small U.S. Population where there's still a free United States. Canada's still free, so a lot of people try to like escape to Canada, and they have like refugee programs and stuff there. But the whole thing is just so fucked up. And it's like, yeah, so if you're fertile, you become a handmaid, so you get to go make fucking babies. You're basically like a breeding cow. And then if you're not, then you become what they call a Martha, or worse, which a Martha's basically just like a slave. Like they have to like cook and clean and all that shit. That's pretty much it, dude.
You know what's so funny is that people that are listening, you're driving your car, you're going to go to work, you're coming off of work, you're working at the gym, you're like, damn, I love those boys on Project Rec. Oh, these boys are so good. I hope they have something here for What the Fuck Wednesday. And you're like, and you're listening to this, and you're saying, I'm on Team Steve. Okay, Team Steve. I'm not very much of a whatchamacallit those conspiracy theorist. I'm not very much of a anti-establishment person. What the hell? This is a real show? Exactly.
But what I'm saying, dude, is the spark, the whole like some organization within the government destroys the government.
Okay.
Blames it on terrorists.
Who doesn't?
Which convinces most of the population to be cool with giving up all their fucking liberties and freedoms for a little while so that the government can keep them safe. And then that's what leads to fast forward a few years and all of a sudden there's handmaids and fucking Marthas and all this other bullshit. You can see why I'm a conspiracy theorist, I think. Because I feel like that first event happening, not too far removed from what could be true. It could happen tomorrow. And then you just walk the fucking steps from there and you get to this crazy ass place. I'm just saying, maybe this gives you some insights like, what the fuck?
Bro.
This is why I think, how I think.
The most intense thing, and I will tell you this, the most intense thing is this. Is your eyes when you're trying to tell me the story or give me the synopsis, bro. It's like looking into someone who's come face to face with death. You are intense, TNT.
Well, and I feel like most people watch this show and they're like, oh, entertained by what's going on. I'm like, no. And I don't even know if that's where it leads necessarily. It could be the other way. It could be a matriarchy instead of patriarchy. Maybe Steve and I, we're just breeding stock, and we're kept in cages and we just have to unload our loads every once in a while or whatever it be.
Gross.
Well, obviously gross, but I'm just saying. Or it could be a racial thing or it could just be a class thing. Either way, the bottom line is, I don't know, keep your head on a swivel because fuck, dude, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Wednesday. So that's all we got for you. These episodes on Wednesdays
all you need.
They're not really supposed to go anywhere. But hey, in closing, y'all have a great Wednesday. Happy hump day. You're almost halfway or more than halfway or partially halfway through the week.
It doesn't matter how far you are.
Good luck with the rest of the week. You're in the home stretch. This episode has been brought to you by Podbelly Podcast Network. Go to podbelly.com, pig out on podcasts. Check out Project Reclamation at projectreclamationpodcast.com. Go ahead and email us at projectxreclamation@gmail.com. Be good. Y'all have a great rest of the week, and we will talk to you soon.
So what I believe you were trying to say is thank you.